Hello, you are welcome to this class. This story is a very devastating story. It's a story of try as much as possible to listen to the voice of reason. There are some times you think you are right, but people around you, they are seeing what you are not seeing. Before we start, in case you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly press the subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video to help somebody. Drop your comment. Let's get started. This story is about the story of this young lady, Deka. Okay? A Kenyan woman. And this man by the name Hashim. Okay? In a very busy day in Nairobi, the police received a call from somebody saying he discovered 2 bags of human remains in a cemetery. Which cemetery? The name of the cemetery is called Lagata Cemetery. Okay? So the police rushed there. That was 31st October 2024. On arrival, the first thing they did, they secured the environment. Okay? After securing the environment, they found severe dismembered human remains cut into pieces. Not only that, some of the bones appeared freshly boiled. You kill somebody, you now boil the person. Why? Who did this? Again, parts of the flesh meticulously removed. They removed part of the flesh from the bones. Further observation, they found that what the person used chemical. To Kenyan detective, DCR, they continue to observe the environment. Before you know it, they found a burnt supermarket receipt, but partially legible, meaning not everything was burnt. If this is the receipt, part of it was burnt. There are some other information. Also, some items had been wrapped in a black paper bag. Next, they took those human remains, arranged them very well, put them in their cars, and transported them to a lab for further lab analysis and investigation. They took the receipt and other items to their office. So while examining the receipt, they found that the supermarket is in Nairobi. Next, they cross-check payment because on the receipt, you can see payment method and the payment says M-Pesa. Okay? The number used for the payment was also there and other details. Next, they drove straight to the supermarket. This supermarket is in Nairobi Central Business District. They presented the receipt to the cashier. Do you recognize this receipt? Yes, this is our receipt. Okay? Look at the date, the time, that is the timestamp. Help us trace this receipt in your system. So they checked everything, list of items purchased by that person. Now, with the time, they went straight to the CCTV. They start checking. They were able to see the lady shopping in that supermarket. Okay? They started observing the way this lady was shopping to see if she was in distress. They discovered that the woman appeared calm, showing no signs of distress. This is the lady. I don't know if you can see her. This is the bag. This is her with a jab. Okay? After shopping, they saw her coming out of the supermarket. They used the CCTV outside to check where she entered. They found that what? She entered an apartment in that location. That location is Livingston. The next thing was the police went straight to the apartment in Livingston. On arrival, they identified themselves as detectives. They asked for their CCTV. They went for October 29th records. Exactly that time, I started doing it. So they saw the woman entering the apartment, okay? And with crucial leads, that is all this thing they have gathered and other information, the detective established that the lady was Hashim Dagane's girlfriend. That is the person who rented that apartment. That apartment is short-let, which the guy Hashim rented. So with the CCTV and the people in charge, they were able to say that this lady was with Hashim yesterday, wherever. Okay? After that, they check 30th. They check 31st. As you can see, on October 31st, Hashim captured leaving the apartment carrying 2 bags. All these bags were found at the Lagata cemetery. The bags that contain the human remains. Okay? So, as you can see, this is Hashim coming out of the apartment with 2 bags. They concluded that this must be the remains of this lady, Deka. The next thing, they started intensive manhunt. They went straight to the room, which Hashim rented, and they found that the room was well clean and the wall newly painted. Somebody is trying to hide evidence. Who did this? They were told that it was the landlord. Where is the landlord? The landlord had disappeared. With that, the police said, it was not Hashim that acted alone. Somebody assisted him. With the numbers he used to pay in that supermarket, they looked at the call logs and found that he was conversing with Hashim. So they now got Hashim's number and found that Hashim's number is the number they used to register a car, which was abandoned. They discovered it recently, abandoned in a location. What do they find in that vehicle? They found blood and human whatever. And this person has been declared wanted. The police now say, okay, there is connection. So, discover it was the same man declared wanted on the 27th October 2024. The police were able to say, hey, it is this same guy who is the owner of this car with registration number KDQ 718Y, used in disposing the remains of 3 women recently. And the car is Nissan Note. The vehicle was found abandoned at Wakolima Market near Enakoch. I want you to get it clearly. Look at it again. This is Deka. This is Ashim. Deka lived in this estate in a location in Kenya called California. She is the girlfriend of Hashim, okay? She visited Hashim on the 29th of October 2024. When she's checking, as you can see here in this picture, she was seen coming out of the apartment to the supermarket. This is her shopping. When she finished shopping, she went back to the apartment on the 29th, same day. 30th, she wasn't seen. On the 31st, they saw Hashim carrying these 2 bags out of the apartment. Those bags were found at Lagata cemetery. And Hashim disappeared into the thin air. Remember, police earlier declared him wanted. And now they found another thing. It means this guy is a serial killer. But who is Hashim? Who is Deka? Her full name is Deka Abdinoor Gorone. Age 23. Nationality, Kenyan. Ethnicity, Somali Kenyan. One day, an Ethiopian man who is a taxi and a school driver encountered Deka. Seemed genuinely interested in Deka. He loved Deka. From Deka's perspective, she looked at him as somebody disciplined and hardworking because the guy, according to the report, is very quiet. They started dating. Next, a love forbidden. On a particular day, Hashim told Deka, we have been dating for a while now. I want to marry you. I want to settle down. Although I am from Ethiopia, I want to marry you and settle down and build a family in Kenya. Deka replied, you need to go meet my parents because you need approval from my parents. So Hashim went to the parents of Deka to ask for their daughter hand in marriage, but they rejected him. What was the reason? They told Deka, see, this guy is a stranger. The way we observe this guy, there's something about him. You don't really know his background. You don't know where he's coming from. Don't just jump into this thing. This guy is just too secretive. He's a stranger to us. According to the report, they said Deka wasn't happy. He cried, went through pains because Deka loved this guy. What happened? Deka told Hashim, go and try again. they might agree this time. Ashim went back to meet the parents, say, I love your daughter. Please, let me marry her. Again, they rejected him. Despite the family rejection, Deka stayed committed to Ashim. According to the report, their love continued to flourish in secrecy without the parents' knowledge. According to Africa adage, they talk say, wetin papa dey see when he sit down, when small pikin climb iroko tree, you no go see am. That is the story of Deka. Let's continue. Now, Deka's relative, they also knew Ashim. One day, these Deka's family member, Waris, Amina, and Nusagba. Waris is the mother of Amina. They were together on a particular night. Nobody knows what happened. Ashim came with that Nissan note to carry this family. They never knew that that drop-off was equal to kidnapping. That was how he kidnapped this Deka's relative. So, in October, Waris, Amina, and Nusagba were kidnapped by Ashim. According to the report, they believe that Ashim did not act alone. They kidnapped these family members of Deka and demanded for 1 million shilling each, which is equivalent of $7,000. The family of one of them managed to raise 1 million shilling, and they were asked to pay the money to a bank account in Ethiopia, okay? Which they did. So despite the payment, the women were all killed. Waris' body was found mutilated and dropped in a location called Machakos County outside Nairobi. Amina, her body was located in Parkland, Nairobi County, while Nusagba, her remains were discovered in Buruburu, Nairobi County. The vehicle used, Nissan Note, remember, with this registration number, was recovered at this location, Wakulima Market in Kamukuji, Nairobi. Let's continue. When this happened, nobody knew who did it. That is, this kidnapping and the killing of these women. Nobody knew. Deka continued the relationship with Ashim. Nobody knew who did it. Police were still investigating. Ashim must have gone to meet Deka. You see, my relatives are there. They were found in so location. We even pay ransom. They still kill them. You know, Ashim must have told her, so sorry, who must have done this, wherever. Okay? Now, Deka observed that Ashim's behavior started changing. Started changing. Was not comfortable around Deka. Okay? Deka noticed changes in Ashim's behavior. He became more withdrawn and secretive. Who is Ashim? Ashim, the boyfriend of Deka, his full name is Ashim Dagane Muhumed, who is from Ethiopia, as I've said. Occupation, he was a former police officer in Ethiopia. According to the report, he murdered the wife without anybody's knowledge. During investigation, as he saw that, they go so catch me, that is how he ran to Nairobi. He fled to Nairobi, leaving behind his police badge, his name, and past, saying, let me go and start all over again. Now, while in Nairobi, he settled in Eastleigh, the same location with Deka, the Somali Kenya neighborhood. He rented a small apartment and blended with the community. Started a job to make ends meet. From there, became a taxi driver and also a school driver. Okay? He gained the trust and stability within the local community. Made contact in Eastleigh Otherworld. Started meeting people, the bad guys. He became involved with a criminal network operating across East Africa. Got several fake ID and documents, according to the report. While he did those things, he maintained a low profile. According to some people, they said, during that visit of 29th, Deka must have seen a cloth stained with blood. I questioned Hashim, what is this? Ashim was defensive. Deka became very suspicious of Ashim. And because Ashim was afraid that Deka would report him to the police, according to some people, that was what motivated him to kill Deka. Now, while cleaning his apartment, Deka found bloodstained shirt. Ashim dismissed her concerns, but Deka grew suspicious. From there, Deka discovered Ashim's true identity and suspected his involvement in her relative's death. Why? Remember, the money was sent to Ethiopia. When she confronted him again, Hashim decided he couldn't let her walk away. Forced her to make audio records of migrating to abroad because Hashim forced Deka to record some audio saying, "I am traveling abroad." Deka was reported missing by the family after not showing up for work, and she didn't return home. Deka's family received a voice note supposedly from Deka. She said she had left the country. Okay? She apologized for not being able to care for her sick mother. According to the audio record, "If I had money, I would have treated you. I am currently on the bus headed to a place I do not know," according to the record. This was meant to delay investigation. Hashim also claimed to her relative that he had been arrested and needed money. Then the family asked Hashim, "Where is Deka?" He told her relative that Deka had migrated and left the country. October 24th, she was reported as a missing person at California police station. Okay? At the end of the day, the Kenyan police hunted down Hashim, although he hid for several days using different phone numbers. But on the 3rd, that was Sunday, November 2024, Hashim was cornered and arrested. This story is a story of anyhow, at least, listening to somebody around you. That is the pathetic story of Deka. Not only Deka, but Deka and her relatives, Wari, Amina, and Nusagba. What do you think? Drop your comment. Don't forget again to subscribe and share this video. Thank you.